It's the day of the Lens Awards, which is happening this evening, and I'm joined by Chris Nolan, who's Marketing Communications Manager at Endress+Hauser, and Mamoon Ahmed, who is Senior Director and Partner at Emperor, and they're shortlisted tonight for Best Innovation. Thank you guys for joining me.
You're welcome.
Could you just give me some insight into the campaign that you have entered and that is shortlisted for tonight and sort of what it's all about?
Sure. We were interested to promote our company in the sustainability arena, so we're process automation specialists, and we realised that nobody had claimed that kind of area for themselves. But our big problem was we didn't know quite how to to put that together or how to kind of put it together in terms of messaging in a campaign. So we reached out to Emperor, who we'd been working with anyway on branding work, and asked for their help in helping us to verbalise, really think about what we wanted to say.
Yeah, as Chris said, we've had that long-standing relationship with Endress+Hauser, and we saw this as an opportunity to try something new and different and maybe break some new ground. So that was really important to us.
And something that's really integral to this campaign is sort of getting people to share sort of their real experiences and stories on camera. How did you approach sort of ensuring that people felt comfortable and confident in doing that, and was that a challenge at all?
Well, it has been a challenge in the past, but I don't think it was this time.
No, it wasn't.
It worked brilliantly. So we used our own colleagues, so we didn't use any professionals, we used our own people. And it started with a series of moderated workshops with Emperor. And we invited colleagues from all over the business, so it didn't matter what department they were in. We asked them what they thought about sustainability and what they'd heard customers talk about in terms of sustainability. And those workshops, I think we had 3 or 4, but we boiled all of that information that came out of it down into, I think, 5 main topics. And then once we'd got those 5 main topics, we had a series of discovery calls, which was a one-on-one with each person that we'd picked to highlight or champion the area in question. And those discovery calls were very relaxed. They drew out the person's own experiences, so it was more authentic as well. But on the day, because they'd formalised their thinking was straight. You know, they'd thought about it and talked about it and discussed all kinds of angles around it. The filming, when we filmed, was a dream because they were very eloquent, they were comfortable, they were empowered. It was really nice. I was very proud to see them do it because it can be awful, and this was great.
It was really important for me from a producer-director point of view that we captured personality. Like, whenever we worked with people within Endress+Hauser, you can see the expertise with how they speak, with how they conduct themselves and how they explain, you know, quite a complicated topic. And it was really vital that actually what we wanted was that, but also personality. And we encouraged that in the discovery calls. We captured certain phrases that they used, and we really highlighted those and actually used us as a chance to remind them that that's what we want. How you have that personality with how you explain stuff is vital to capturing that on camera. So yeah, we kind of stressed that. But the filming days were fantastic.
It was great.
And everyone's really relaxed, and we tried to just make it as relaxed as possible.
And I mean, how did you go about ensuring that this campaign felt sort of fresh and brought something new to this?
Yeah, we've produced films for Endress+Hauser before, and often they're interview films, and it's often at location at Endress+Hauser's offices. Because of the nature of this project, because we were going to communicate something different that Endress+Hauser hadn't communicated before, we saw that as an opportunity creatively to do something visually different. And we took everyone to a studio space, which just allowed us to have a different impact, a different style. And we worked with the team at Endress+Hauser with early visuals of what that might look like, what it might feel like. And yeah, it's kind of a project we're really proud of, because I think it is quite large and visual, but also still quite personal with the personalities on camera and how relaxed everyone is. So yeah, it was a chance for us to do something different visually, but kind of capture personality as well.
And there's a lot of talk about being sort of innovative in this space, and a lot of companies sort of describe that, you know, prioritizing innovation in their work. How do you have sort of any tips or any advice on how that can really be done through film?
Yeah, look, I'll be frank. A lot of organisations talk about innovation, and often it's from a place of strategy, or it's what they want to communicate to their audiences. I think if that's true, I'd love to see that permeate right through to how they communicate, especially in film. Like I've produced content for 15 years, and I think film is such a rich medium that you can take chances, you can be bold, or you can just take steps if you need to when it comes to being innovative. I think at Emperor, with regards to filmmaking, but also all of our other work streams, innovation is important to us, and it could show up in pre-production. How we come up with ideas. I know on this project we actually put forward 5 very different angles and approaches that might unlock the challenge that Endress+Hauser had. It might be just in pre-production setting about new steps of how we want to bring that project to life, how we want to execute it, like we did with Endress and took them to a discovery call phase. It could just be the technology that we have on set, how we shoot something. Innovation can show up in lots of different ways. I think that's ultimately why we work with such a range of clients, and we've done for quite many years, built those relationships to try things with them across a huge range of content types and audiences. Hopefully allowing companies to kind of walk the walk, talk the talk when it comes to trying to be innovative with everything they do. I think that's really vital.
Okay, well, thank you. That's really fascinating, and best of luck to you both at the awards tonight.
Thank you.